Thank you, Dr. Porter.
Hey now, if you'd like to donate today to the Dr. Walter Sims Show, please donate at Cash App, $Walter H. Sims. Yes, that's Cash App, $WALTERHSIMS. That's Cash App, $Walter H. Sims.
All right
Hey
now.
now.
All right now. All right, welcome back, everybody. We're gonna start part two. All right, we just had with the internet. You know, sometimes the internet, if it's kind of stormy outside, she hiccups a little bit. So we're gonna pick up right where we left off. Good morning again, everybody. Hey, Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, replay viewers. It is good for us to be here. Hey, Mama, it's good for us to be here this morning. We were going good. Okay, let's reset everything up. Dr. Porter moved into her new house like that gospel song. I moved from my old house. I moved to my old. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And so she's in her new house, and the mover. And we're gonna pick up right here. Let me bring her back. There she is, y'all, Dr. Marilyn Porter. So, okay, Dr. Porter, reset everybody up. The young man that helped move into your new house from this moving company that had never been used by U-Haul, he kind of flirted with you a little bit and said, Dr. Porter, ma'am, are you open to dating? Are you dating anybody? And are you open to dating? So my question was, where were you at this moment in time? Let everybody know kind of your temperature, your temperament of where you were right before this young man asked you this question.
So as I was saying, right before that, I knew that I was ready. I knew that I was ready to be in relationship with someone.
Okay.
Because I had gone through the healing process from the previous relationship, which had been 4 years earlier, but it was extremely emotionally and mentally abusive.
Okay.
And so I knew that I had to heal from that before I would. So he wasn't the first one to say, "Excuse me, ma'am."
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am, are you dating? He wasn't the first one. He was the first one that asked the healed Marilyn.
That's good. That's good. I like that. So kind of take everybody through your healing process. You allowed your heart time enough to heal, and so this new man meets the healed Marilyn. Kind of give us about a 60-second recipe. How did you allow your heart to heal?
So the first thing I did was I made peace with the fact that I had not done anything wrong. I had to make peace with that.
That's powerful.
Because most of the time women think we go through the whole, if I had only done this, if I only had said this way. I made peace with the fact that every accusation, every argument, every point of being disgruntled, I made peace with the fact that I did nothing wrong.
And
I was
powerful.
Not going to be apologetic for having loved someone.
That's powerful. That is powerful. I love that. So that's that first ingredient. What else would you say would be a major component to your healing process? Number one, you realize Dr. Marilyn didn't do anything wrong. That's so powerful. What was another major ingredient?
Another major ingredient was to just sit with myself. I had to just sit with myself, and I had to see what was it inside of me that was okay with being treated less than I deserve to be treated.
That's good. That's a good word.
What was it? What was going on inside of me that made it okay to be called out of my name? What was it? What was there? What was it inside of me that felt like that I had to submit to the struggle of? What was that going on inside of me? That ride or die, that I'm not giving up until I'm dead.
Right.
And the truth is, Doc, there's a testimony attached to that.
That's good.
I know you said 60 seconds, but I got to share
Keep going.
There's a testimony attached to that because what happened over the course of time, of me trying to be the ride or die chick, of me,
This is
you
good.
know,
This is
feeling
good.
like, because in the African American community, we are raised to feel like you hold on for dear life, and it's a sign of strength. The
Wow.
struggle is a sign of strength. And so I did everything humanly and unhumanly possible. Meaning, I wasn't just sacrificing myself; I was
Right.
sacrificing my soul.
My Lord,
right?
my Lord,
And so,
my Lord.
so
This
because
is
of
good.
that, the inside of me was festering because there was a lot of stuff that I wasn't saying. There was stuff that I was doing that went against who I was.
Right.
There was this whole thing going on inside of me. And as that was happening, I had a hernia that the doctor said it started out
that
about
big.
This size.
Wow.
When I finally got the strength to walk away from that relationship, I went to my daughter's house in Tennessee, and I ended up having a medical emergency whereby the hernia exploded in my abdomen. So I imploded, but that was years
my Lord.
of being mistreated,
my
of
Lord.
being unloved, of being disregarded. It had just grown. The doctor said it was the size of my fist, and it exploded. And the doctor, I literally was spilling my guts, like literally.
Literally, yeah.
I was literally spilling my guts. And the doctor, my daughter is in the Army, she was in the field, and they called her. The Red Cross called her, come out, bring her out of the field.
I remember when you went to the hospital.
And so the doctor, the next morning, well, they told my daughter, because I need people to know how critical this is. The doctor told my daughter, if you have siblings, call them.
My Lord.
Wherever her mother and father are, call them, because we don't know if we can fix this.
My Lord.
That was the physical expression of my body, of my soul, of my heart just being broken.
My Lord.
Being broken.
My Lord.
And so they told her the surgery would take about an hour and 20 minutes. It ended up taking them about 5 hours because my intestine had started dying. So I was literally dying on the inside.
And they had to repair. That was a major repair job.
It was a major repair. And so
wow.
Because of love and because of pure love being tied to toxic love, it was literally killing me.
Well,
it was literally killing me.
Wow. And everybody, one thing you need to know about Dr. Porter, she loves hard. And for her to be in a position to receive a brother coming to her and asking her, will she open the date? That was major. That young man didn't know how major that question was. Y'all, and women in general, Dr. Porter, is this just y'all's makeup? Why do y'all love so hard? Women love hard.
So this is the thing about, I think that we all do. I think some of us,
this is so good,
have the mental acuity to function from the intellectual aspect of it. So we think that the emotional, that the soul stuff is really not hurting us. And so I had to find out the hard way.
Wow.
I had to find out the hard way, literally on an operating table about to die, that as tough as I was on the outside, that my heart is tied to who I love and what I love.
Yeah,
and I think the reason we get tied to it, number one, we are nurturers by design.
That's right. That
ain't got nothing to do with us. That's how God designed us. We are nurturers by design.
Nurture.
There's nothing we can do about
what you say, nurture by nature.
And I'm going to make a bold statement right here. The feminist movement is killing us.
I
The feminist
say that
movement,
again. Say that again.
the feminist movement is killing us because it is telling us that it's not okay to just be a woman.
Nurtured by nature. Let's say, Dr. Porter, you got to say that again. Y'all women are nurtured by nature. What did you just say about the feminist movement? Now, see, you can say it. You can say it. What is the feminist movement doing?
It is killing us. It's killing us because it is training us, our minds, to go against our divine design. So it's training our intellect to go against who God says we are.
Ooh, nurtured by nature. Girl, y'all put that in your notes. Women are nurturers by nature, and we love being nurtured. And y'all gonna hear me say that in a minute. We love being nurtured. Men, what? When a woman really love you, y'all, come on, Dr. Porter, you got to come back. This is good. This is good.
Listen,
this is good. This is good.
That's why we love hard. Number two.
Okay.
I'll tell you the number two. number two is we are receivers.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
We are receivers, and so. I know, I get it, I understand it's 2021 and all of that, I get it,
This is good, this is good.
But there is not a woman on the planet that can give her body to a man.
Yep.
And ultimately not love him. Why? Because we are receivers, and sis, he is depositing himself in you.
That's exactly right.
There's nothing you can do about it. He is depositing the essence of life into you. You gonna love him. If you give your body to him repeatedly, you gonna love him.
Hey, that
you
is
can't
just
stop it. You listen, prostitutes, hear me. Prostitutes who patronize the same Johns over and over, eventually she gotta shoot heroin. She gotta get drunk. She gotta snort cocaine. Cause you in love with these men because they're putting the essence of life inside of you. You
Mic
can't
drop.
stop it. It's who God designed you to be. So not only are we nurturers by nature, we are receivers. And what y'all put in us, we receive it.
So you're saying it is a myth. We're about to debunk a myth. We're about to debunk a myth because a lot of people say that we can be friends with benefits. And don't ask me how I know this, okay? I Googled it. Friends with benefits. No. NASA, no strings attached. No. NSA, no strings attached. No. We're just gonna be bed buddies. We're just gonna be I'm gonna just come by every Friday morning, 2 a.m. and we're gonna do our thing and I'm gonna go on.
This is what I tell you. This is what someone would have to show me to make that.
Okay.
Show me a woman.
Nurturer by nature. That's good.
Show me a woman anywhere in the world.
Come on, Dr. Porter.
Show me a woman that is consistently having sex with the man, but she don't have no tie to him.
Come on.
And she ain't an alcoholic. She ain't a drug addict. She ain't. Listen, it's not possible.
Hey, as the young folks, hey, the millennials and this Gen X, they say you don't catch feelings. You gonna catch feelings.
Hey, listen.
Come on. This is good.
It's deeper than a feeling, Doc. It's a soul tie. It's deeper than a feeling.
And so let's chase this rabbit real quick. Let's chase this rabbit. Now, somebody gonna get mad at me when I say this. That's why a lot of us are not with our true husband / wife because we're not with the person we broke that covenant with in the beginning. And so every time you have sex with somebody, you are marrying them because you are sharing essence with them. You are sharing. And that's how people were married in the olden days, is when you consummate that relationship, when you have sex. And that's the danger of having sexual relations, because that's your partner. A lot of us are polygamists, aren't we?
Listen, and that would be the other thing.
This is good.
That would be the other thing. You ask me how I healed, that would be the other thing. I had to divorce.
Mic drop. Miss Vanessa, mic drop.
I had to divorce.
Come on.
Number one, number two, number three, number four, number five, I had to divorce.
Wow. Wow.
And listen, in divorcing the men, I had to divorce everything I ever let them deposit in me.
Girl, this is guys. Is this deep or what? We talking about black love? See, this thing is deep. To prepare for, I'm gonna call him U-Haul until you give us his name. I'm gonna call him U-Haul. Until you can get U-Haul in your life, you got so much you got to tear away from and divorce yourself from. Dr. Porter, this is good. This is good, sis. This is good.
So by the time he asked me the question,
wow,
right? Are you open? I was open.
I can see that smile. I like that smile. That's good.
Open.
That's
and
good.
I wasn't afraid. I wasn't thinking, oh my God, what if he do the same thing this one did? Oh my God.
You all in my notes. You all in my notes. You all in my notes. So
open.
Since you were open and since this was fresh and you did the love rehab and you're in a new place now, you're happy, you're in a physical new place and you spiritually, emotionally, mentally in a new place. What were those first few weeks and first few months about? Because you were open and you guys had this young man and introduce him to us. He enjoyed a new Dr. Porter. He enjoyed you from a fresh perspective. Introduce him to us. And how were those first few days together?
So he got like the 17-year-old Marilyn.
Wow.
Right? He got like the 17-year-old, the giddy, happy.
Wow.
Ain't never been beat down by life. Heart ain't never been broke. You know, he got me totally
wow.
renewed. He got Marilyn 2.0.
This is good. This is good.
He got Marilyn 2.0. And so the first few days were they were amazing. It felt good. Number one, it felt good to realize, because you don't know you ready until you ready.
That's right.
Like
That's right. That's right. Right.
Because I didn't know that I was ready to say yes. Like,
this
you know what I mean?
This is good.
Like, I didn't know that I was ready to say yes until the right person presented the question.
That's good.
And when the right person presented the question,
this is good.
I was like, yeah, I am.
You like
now, mind you, we going into shutdown though. We going into the quarantine.
Yeah.
So the next day he was like, I have to take you out tomorrow because after the 20th there were going to be no restaurants.
Exactly. Right. I remember. That's right.
So he took me out to eat. We were the only ones in the restaurant.
Wow. It was shut down.
The whole state of Georgia is getting ready to shut down.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
So it was just him and I. We had good conversation. Good. Conversation is my love language. I know, the book, The 5 Love Languages. But I have a different concept. My love language is communication.
That's good. That's good.
That's my number 2 love language is I don't have to ask you.
That's good.
Right? Number 1.
Hold on, I'm jotting that down. I like that.
I don't have to ask you. You know I'm hungry. I don't have to ask you to feed me. You know I need water and electricity. I don't have to tell you my bills got to be paid. You know I like to look nice. I don't have to tell you I want my hair done. You know I'm a woman. Treat me like one. Right?
Treat her like a lady. That's good. That's good. Be thoughtful, considerate.
So it was amazing, and he was the first man. This is because, number one, he's the first man that's getting the real me.
That's good. That's good.
He's the first man that's getting because all previous relationships, everybody was overlapping, right? Everybody was overlapping.
That's good, Doc.
I was married to Mike, but I was dating Carlos before I divorced Mike. Then I was dating Troy before I was into it. So everything, he was the first man that got so fresh and so clean, because there had been 4.5 years.
So y'all on this high, y'all are loving, and even though you are renewed, even though it's Dr. Marilyn Porter 2.0, it's still some growing you had to do. So what has this relationship taught you?
Number one. What this relationship? First of all, I went into this with God at the helm.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
I went into this with God at the helm, and this was my, not that we can really negotiate with God, but we think we can, right?
That's right.
So my negotiation with God was, give me 90 days where if it ends, it won't hurt.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
I asked God, give me 90 days, God, where if this don't work, it won't hurt me.
That's good. That's good.
And so I could trust whatever was going on. Because I believed that God was going to honor that.
Wow.
We got
That's
to
good.
the 90
That's
days.
Good. That's good.
And then I said, okay, God, give me 90 more days.
Wait a minute. Now, if the fleece is wet, I'll go. Wait. Okay, the fleece is wet. I'm gonna turn it over. If the fleece is dry, I'll go fight.
give me 90 more days where if it ends, it won't break me. It won't destroy me.
Amen.
And so, in essence, what I was asking God was, give me the freedom to love Him without the fear of it hurting.
Amen. Basically, that's so good. That's so
what
good.
I was asking.
That's
for.
so good. That's
and
so good.
God afforded me the opportunity to fall in love, and I'm going to share with you the moment that, and it wasn't. We met on March the 19th.
Okay.
2020. It was in April.
Wow.
When the concept of love came up.
Right.
And it came up because he asked me the question, do you love me?
Wow.
And I paused.
You like,
and when I paused, in the brief 1 to 3 seconds that I said, and when I paused, he said, it's okay if you do, you won't be by yourself.
Oh, talking about romantic.
And that moment of safety, right? That was a safety net, which is what I had asked God for. Make it safe.
This is good.
Make it safe. And so he said, it's okay if you do, you won't be alone. And my response was, yeah.
I do love. Yeah, man.
I love you.
Okay, we got a few more minutes. So what's one thing, since you here and y'all love each other? What's one thing that you really just crazy about him? What's one thing about him that you really like?
I'm gonna be so disgustingly transparent right here.
Amen.
He adores me.
Hey, thank you, Dr. Porter.
He adores me.
That's sexy. Like, that is sexy.
Listen, I can't walk in the room. If I walk in a room, whatever he is doing, if he playing PlayStation, if he watching football, if he likes CNN, he like Forensic Files, if I walk in the room, his eyes immediately shift to me.
That's good. Girl? That's good. Yeah, come here. That's good. That makes you feel good, doesn't it?
He adores me. And I'm going to tell you what it reminds me of. It reminds me of when I was a little girl.
Yeah.
I would hear the preacher say, and I would think, well, I don't know how I feel about that. The preacher would say,
this is good.
I love the Lord because he first loved me.
Come on.
And I would be like, that don't make, like, you can't just, it didn't make sense to me then. Like, so you love him just because he loves you? Like, but now,
come on.
I can honestly say the thing that I love the most about him is that he absolutely adores me.
Dr. Porter. He just loves some Dr. Porter. He loves Marilyn. He just crazy about some Marilyn. So that being said, we got a couple of 3 minutes. We got to bring you back for part 2. What are some of the challenges that you guys have had?
So, challenges. He's younger.
Okay.
He's younger. So I am 10 years older than him.
Okay. So
there is a little bit of I'm old school in a lot of ways.
Right.
So challenges, and this may not sound like a challenge, but it's a challenge for me. Because
Amen.
remember, my
Amen.
love language is communication.
Exactly. Exactly.
His concept of communication is a text message.
Right.
Text messages don't count for me.
Well, baby, I text you.
It don't count.
No.
So that's a challenge.
I got you.
We are currently in a challenge because of a text message conversation that didn't translate properly, which is why I don't want to text you.
Yeah, because see, you can't, you're gonna misread a text message.
Miss something.
And I know he said, I know U-Haul said, I know Mr. U-Haul said this. Baby, that's not what I meant.
Listen, and this was his defense. His defense was, hear me clearly. His defense was,
come on.
Well, you can't detect tone in a text message. I said, thank you for finally proving my point.
You proving my point. You proving my case. Well, yes, ma'am.
So we are currently I love him and I know he loves me, but we are currently in a struggle right now.
That's good.
Because my love language, it's been a year now. It'll be a year in March, and he still hasn't assimilated.
That's a good word. That's a good word.
To
That's
my
a good
love language.
That's a good word. That's a good word. That's a good word.
And as much as you love me, if you don't love me in a way that I can receive it, it does as much damage as not loving me at all.
You know you be dropping bombs, don't you? You know you be dropping bombs. If I keep telling you I love chocolate ice cream and you keep bringing me vanilla, butter pecan, strawberry, Neapolitan, sherbet, frozen yogurt, have you really heard me? And I can't keep accepting it.
And because I can never lose Marilyn. So that I hope that I have time to say this. Go
ahead.
Because I can never lose Marilyn. The number one thing that I have learned in loving Bobby, the number one thing that God has shown me is that it is possible to love someone else and not turn your back on yourself.
Wow, girl, how can people get up with you? This has been, Dr. Porter, has this been good?
First of all, I love you.
Oh.
Anytime we talk, it's gonna be good, right? But I love the opportunity to serve and support your community because I know that there are a lot of women,
girl,
who hearken to your voice.
Thank you.
And sometimes you need another sister to come along and be real and say, hey, girl, as good as it is, I know that thing is good, but as good as it is,
amen,
stay true to yourself.
It's deep. It's deep. How can people get in touch with you, Dr. Porter?
Listen, I am all over all of the social medias, including Clubhouse,
amen,
as Marilyn E. Porter. You can catch me on my website.
This is good.
www.marilyneporter.com and the upcoming website, www.thepinkpulpit.org.
This is good.
I even take phone calls now, Doc. I'm smooth
What you
with
say?
It.
What you say?
I'm smooth with it.
Good.
For prayer, like you can't call me and get no coaching. The days of free coaching are over.
That's exactly
call
right.
Me and get prayer.
That's good.
You can call me and get prayer at 404-279-2627.
Say that number again.
404-279-2627.
Amen. Thank you, sis. I got to bring you back next month, and we're gonna talk in March. We'll talk about coaching and all that good stuff. But from the gentleman's perspective, and it's from all the brothers that would love to hold space like Bobby's holding. There are a lot of people that love you, Dr. Porter. In his defense, and I'm one of his defense teams. Be patient with him. Just be patient. Keep saying it, and be patient. He's gonna surprise you one day. And we'll talk offline.
Yes. To be continued
Hey
in
man,
a private setting.
y'all, that was Dr. Porter, y'all. That's Dr. Porter. Thank you, sis. That's Dr. Porter, y'all. That's my girl. That's my girl, Dr. Porter. Did we have a good time? My next guest, I'm gonna announce my next guest probably tomorrow. But I just touched base with her to bring her on Monday. She's the Oprah of TikTok. She said that's the nickname everybody's giving her. Let's run to a quick commercial and we'll be right back.
Hey now, if you'd like to donate today to the Dr. Walter Sims Show, please donate at Cash App, $Walter H. Sims. Yes, that's Cash App, $WalterHSims. That's Cash App, $Walter H. Sims.
All right, a little known Black History fact today. Dr. King's iconic speech, I Have a Dream, and every preacher will understand this. When he got up there, he wanted it to be a little bit more political and a little bit more deliberate in that sense. But the Spirit of God got a hold of him and he started preaching. And they say that Mahalia Jackson was in the audience and she said, talk about the dream. And it's not, it said that nobody knows if he heard or not, but then he said, I have a dream. He started preaching. So he was going one way with the speech, but it turned into a sermon. And every preacher understand that. He was going one way. Hey, Valeria, he was going one way and God changed it up on him. God changed it up on him. And so it is said, the little known Black history fact, that Dr. King's iconic message, I Have a Dream, turned into a sermon. He went off script. Basically, he went off script. But that's the Spirit of God. And every man of God, every woman of God, every speaker, every preacher understand it. So good morning again, everybody. Good morning, Juanita. Good morning, Miss Vanessa. Good morning, Valeria. Again, we thank our special guest, Dr. Porter. We went way over time. But that's the luxury of having my own talk show. Is that all right? Okay. The next couple of segments, shaking my head and my 2 cents. Ladies, y'all help me with this. Bless her heart, Texaca Brown, and I'm sure everybody has heard this. Texaca has been offered free plastic surgery from a plastic surgeon in California because she can't get that Gorilla Glue out of her hair. She had a stylist, but I believe she could not get in touch with her stylist. So I went and got my beard touched up yesterday, and my barber, she said she did have a stylist, but she couldn't get in touch with her. And so she ran out of one product she was using. So she picks up Gorilla Glue, and she literally read the back of the Gorilla Glue bottle. It said what not to use it on, what to use it on, but it didn't say anything about hair. Bless her heart. And people don't know. Now, Gorilla Glue chimed in on Twitter, and Gorilla Glue simply said, we are aware of the situation, and we are very sorry to hear about the unfortunate incident that Miss Brown experienced using our spray adhesive on her hair. This is a unique situation because this product is not indicated for use in or on hair as it is considered permanent. Our spray adhesive states in the warning label, do not swallow, do not get in eyes, on skin, or on clothing. It is used for craft, home, auto, or office projects to mount things to surfaces such as paper, cardboard, wood, laminate, and fabric. We are glad to see her in her recent video that Ms. Brown has received medical treatment from her local medical facility and wish her the best. But this does not stop her from her being Ms. Brown. She's still probably gonna seek litigation, sue Gorilla Glue, and Gorilla Glue is gonna have to add to their disclaimer, hair. Guys, if y'all don't know, find an answer till you get an affirmative or a non-affirmative answer, a yay or a nay. I'm just gonna shake my head on this one. I'm just shaking my head. And my 2 cents, Trump's impeachment trial. This is what, day 2, day 3? They had introduction. Day 1 was yesterday. Day 2 today. New details on Capitol's Day of Terror, a devastating indictment of Trump. My 2 cents is, why do we even need to prove or disprove what we all saw that transpired on January the 6th? And all of the senators that have been selected to try this case, it was 55-45 or 56-47 or 56-43. I forget the number, to vote that this was constitutional what they're doing, i.e. Impeaching Donald Trump. It is constitutional. That's why they were able to go forward. But they need a vote of 67 to 33 because it's 100 senators. They need 67 total votes to indict him for inciting the riot. Well, a lot of the senators are saying they're going to vote to acquit him. Well, his own team kind of did him in day 1. They said this belongs in a criminal court. It's criminal what he did. His own defense said that. And everybody looking side eye, wow. We all know what happened. Their very lives, and it came out in the House managers of the indictment of the trial. They were 50 some odd feet away from those rioters. Many of those congressmen and women could have lost their life on January 6th, but God intervened by the hands of a man called Eugene Goodman. He single-handedly saved Mitt Romney's life, Senator Mitt Romney. And Mitt Romney is indebted to him today. And when I say he saved his life, God intervened through Eugene Goodman on January the 6th. It's horrific. His team, Donald Trump's defense, is saying he didn't incite the riot. The people that are being arrested said they came to the Capitol at Donald Trump's request. He did incite it. So, okay, amen. Amen. That's just my 2 pennies. Why are we even here? Why do we have to prove/disprove what we saw transpire on January the 6th? It was orchestrated. It was premeditated. What went down January the 6th was premeditated. And Senator Hillary Clinton said the reason that some of the senators will acquit Trump is because they're co-conspirators. All right, I'm gonna keep going. Love always wins. Love always wins. I love what Dr. Porter said. Love always wins. Hey guys, somebody needs to hear this today. Dr. Porter was so on point today. But I want you to know this. Love always wins. I know it's hard. I know many of us have had our heart broken. Many of us are coming out of some bad relationships. But never give up on love. And one of the writers, authors that I learned about in the 10th grade, and you can tell, you know how many years ago that was, Lord Alfred Tennyson said, it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. And let me give you a quick homework assignment. Have you ever been in love? It's blowing my mind now that a lot of people have never been in love. Have you given yourself permission to be in love? If you need help with relationship, contact me, Dr. Sims. And remember, as business owners, personal development is a business expense. All right?
You know me? Huh? You know me? Yes. You know me? Yes.
Love offensively and not defensively. What in the world are you talking about, Dr. Sam? Offensively love? What are you talking about, Dr. Sam? Love offensively meaning don't look at reasons to leave, but look at reasons to stay together. You feel what I'm saying? Dr. Porter danced all around this. I got to be open and give myself permission to love. And she talked to God. God, don't let this hurt me. If it doesn't work out, don't let it hurt me. But I'm giving myself permission and space to love. Love is such a powerful thing. It's an action word. But love it's beautiful when you can love somebody. Proverbs 10:12 says, hatred stirs up wrath, but love covers a multitude of faults. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. I love what she said. Bobby adores me. And to have somebody that crazy about you, it's a beautiful thing. I just love you. I remember one of my goddaughters, we were messaging on Facebook, and I was playing my PlayStation. I was doing a lot of things at one time. And she messaged me and said, Dad, I love you. I'm like, what you talking about? I love you. And I wasn't thinking. I said, why you love me? And I just said, why you love me? And I kept doing what I was doing. And she said, I love you. I said, well, why do you love me? And she said, because I just want to. I stopped what I was doing. She stopped me dead in my track. I said, wow. I said, I love you too. And love is an act of the will. You choose to. And everybody in relationship right now, you love your significant other because you choose to. Not that they're perfect. Not that they don't ever mess up or do something wrong. You choose to love them. And it's deep. It's deep. Love is deep, y'all. All right, that leads me to our last segment, Peppermint Letter, where y'all asked me a question. And like I said, Dr. Porter was all in my notes. I'm worried I get hurt again. But see, that's not loving offensively. That's loving defensively. Because you hear a lot of people say, well, I'm just only going to give you 40% of my heart. I'm just going to give you 40% of my heart. You can't do that. You can't ration out how you feel about somebody. You feel what I'm saying? And so my prescription is real simple. Love the best you can. And hopefully that other person is going to match that. Love the best you can. What does the Bible say? As much that lies within you, love you one another, especially those of the household of faith. You're at a certain place and you got to get to a certain place. That's why I preach giving your heart time enough to heal. Love the best you can. Do not ignore any red flags. That'll help you not get hurt. If you just keep your eyes, your ears, and your heart open, your mind open, don't ignore any red flags. And that's why you got to know your negotiables and non-negotiables to see that a little bit more clearly. And if you need help, book an appointment with Dr. Sims. All right. This has been good. This has been good, y'all. Yes, love the choice. And again, thank you, Dr. Porter. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And y'all do me a favor. Go to drwaltersims.tv and subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. And if you donate to the Dr. Sims show, we're just pouring that back into our show because we're just getting better and better technology all the time. And we had a little hiccup today, but we worked through it. The audio was wonky. The internet burped and I had to restart everything. But we kept it moving because Dr. Porter's message needed to be heard today. Thank you, Dr. Porter. I love y'all. And remember. I hear somebody saying, well, Dr. Sims, I want to work with you one-on-one, but I don't know if I can afford you. That's why, and Dr. Porter knows this, coaches have two issues, affordability and accessibility. That's why I have the Motivation Zone, where you can join today for a limited time, only $147 a month. What are you going to get? You're going to get 5 things. I added one. You're going to get 5 things. You're going to get a free ebook, Walk in Purpose, Go Rich. You're going to get a Living Motivated, Get Your Notebook Journal. You're going to get a weekly motivation email that includes a video, audio from me. You're going to get a seat in my monthly mastermind where we coach the last Tuesday of the month. And we're going over false indications of purpose this season, this series. And then the 5th thing you get is a monthly VIP call with me, a Zoom call. And that's worth the subscription in itself. Because like Dr. Porter said, you don't know until you know. And I know you see a little bit of me during my show, but that does not replace working with me one-on-one. You feel what I'm saying? And so I got the Motivation Zone set up so that you can have a little bit more of Dr. Sims. All right. Well, remember, guys, it's been a great show. We'll be back Monday with Sunday Church. Monday, we have another show lined up. I'm so excited. Well, remember this. Love is a choice. Thank you, Dr. Porter. And remember, love offensively. Just put yourself in position to love and be loved. And remember, if you stay high on life, life is going to stay high on you.
Hey now, if you'd like to donate today to the Dr. Walter Sims Show, please donate at Cash App, $Walter H. Sims. Yes, that's Cash App, $WalterHSims. That's Cash App, $Walter H. Sims.